Hi, everybody. Welcome out live to Gillette Stadium for a special edition of 7 Sports Extra. Officially, welcome to the 2021 NFL season, and the Dolphins starting things off with a win. Not a lot of people expected this. The Patriots came in as 3-point favorites. However, it is the Dolphins on top to start the season, 17-16. And in case you missed it, let's get you to these highlights. Great start for the Fins and Tua Tagovailoa. We're going to pick it up. Opening drive, RPO time. Here is Tua on the keeper. He's in from 3 yards out. Just like that, 7-0 Fins. Second quarter, this play changed the first half. A landed Roberts sacks Mac Jones on 3rd and 1. Instead of 4th down, it's roughing the passer for grabbing the QB around the knees.
They called it. We'll look at it on film. What y'all think? I thought the same thing, you know. Hey, he threw the flag. I ain't gonna say much because I really don't know the rules and I don't want to get fined.
Jalen Waddle has a chance to be special, but we've seen Xavier Howard and how special he can be. Led the NFL in interceptions with 10 last season. He is the star of tonight's game, helping the Dolphins get this huge road win. And that forced fumble and fumble recovery, really the play of the game that put the Dolphins in the win column. Dolphins cornerback Xavier Howard, the hero in week 1. And the Dolphins win over the Patriots.
Every game I feel like I got to make something happen for the team, you know, and get the ball to the offense. And, you know, my mindset was, man, get the ball out. You know, we needed it and it was crucial. So I made it happen.
Xavier Howard being one of our best players and making a play. He gets paid a lot of money because he's that good. So he was able to show up big for us in that moment, and that's what we expect of him.
Having X is definitely, you know, really fun because, you know, something or anything can happen.
Howard just has a knack for finding the football. The all-pro corner quick to give credit to somebody else.
The coaches, man, they put us in position to make plays on the ball. And, you know, during off-season training camp, you know, we focus on getting the ball. And that's the only thing that really matters.
Look, he's a great player. And, you know, we needed a play there, and he was able to knock it off of him, recovered it. Obviously a huge play in the game, allowed us to get the ball back.
This play helping extend the Dolphins' streak of games, forcing a turnover to 23. That is the longest active streak in the league.
I knew they were going to try to run the ball in the red zone and, you know, putting everything on the line and just punching the ball out, really.
Extra points.
Time now for our favorite part of the show. Drew Rosenhaus joining us from his very comfortable couch at home. Drew, wish you were with us out here in New England. What surprised you maybe the most about this game, and is it what you expected?
Yeah, Josh, I'm in my room where I show you all my TVs where I watched all the games today, including the Dolphins. I'm not surprised at all. I thought the game went according to script. Thought it would be a low-scoring game. The defenses would predominantly dominate, and it'd be very close. And that's exactly what happened. The Dolphins were fortunate to pull out a close game. The turnover at the end, the Damian Harris fumble, was really the biggest play of the game, and the Dolphins were able to capitalize. And credit to the Dolphins in getting a huge win in Foxborough. This is a tough division. Even though we saw the Bills get upset today by the Steelers, I still think this division is going to be competitive.
We're going to talk about the Bills in a minute, but I want to talk about this offense, Drew, because all offseason, this is the talk. Will we see the second year and rising of Tua? There's new offensive coordinators. Shane Gailey's gone. When do you expect this offense to be explosive?
I think it's going to get more explosive with every week. They've got the explosive components. They're going to get Will Fuller back to go with Waddle, who's one of the fastest receivers in the game. You've got Jakeem Grant, Albert Wilson, who can both fly, and Devontae Parker was a real presence today. It was a real impressive day for some of these offensive skill position guys, particularly Parker, but overall Waddle really showed me something as a rookie, and I think Tua is going to get better every week.
Surprising, the Dolphins are atop the AFC East after week 1, all by themselves. Drew, thank you for the insight. We've got more later in the show. Stick around. Stay comfortable.
Okay.
That looks great. That is the latest on the Dolphins team, but we've got more on this extra team with time now to bring in our Mike DePasquale who joins us from the studio. Mike, over to you.
Thank you, Josh.
Talk about this game because a lot of people are very excited, not only about Tua, but more so specifically here in Foxborough. They're very excited about the debut of Mac Jones. Patriots selecting him 15th overall in this year's draft. And he was really impressive in his first NFL game, 29 of 39 passing for 281 yards and a touchdown. However, Jones solely focused on a single stat, and that is the one in the loss column.
Enjoy the day. You'll never play a rookie year opening game again, but that's not how I wanted it to go. Definitely wasn't good enough starting with me.
Wasn't enough. We didn't play well enough in any phase of the game. Matt competed hard. I thought we had a lot of guys competing hard, but we just gotta perform better as a team.
We welcome Drew Rosenhaus back to 7 Sports Extra. The Dolphins coming away with a big win. And Drew, a lot of talk this week about the captains. Tua Tagovailoa is not one. Jerome Baker not a captain. What do you think of this?
It's unusual. You know, Jerome Baker, will start with him on defense. Really calls the signals. You can see he's clearly the leader of the defense and has been all offseason, really the quarterback of the defense. So that was a surprise. And then I flip it and say, of course, I thought Tua should be a captain. You always want your starting quarterback to be a captain. So I'm surprised. But whether you call them captains or not, I guarantee you, Tua will be the biggest leader on the offense, and Baker will be the big leader on the defense.
Now the Dolphins will have the home opener. The Bills are coming, and you mentioned they're coming off that tough loss against the Steelers at home. Is this a good time to get the Bills?
There's never a good time to get the Bills. They're an awfully good football team. That the Steelers just completely pulled off a shocker today. Buffalo's going to be angry. They're going to come down here. There's no way that team, which a lot of people think can be in the Super Bowl, is going to want to start off at 0-2. So the Dolphins are going to have their hands full. This will be a much tougher test than the win they got today in Foxborough.
A lot of curiosity around the league in week 1. Drew, what's your biggest surprise league-wide?
We talked about the Bills getting upset by the Steelers. I was surprised the Titans got, really beaten pretty badly in Nashville by Arizona. But the shocker had to be the Saints in Jacksonville blowing out Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. I don't think I've seen Aaron Rodgers get blown out like this. It was an absolute stunner. Jameis Winston, 5 touchdown passes, 0 turnovers. Wow, that was a huge surprise.
Talking about the reigning MVP getting taken out of the game. One of the storylines that will continue in Green Bay. Drew, appreciate the time as always. Looking forward to seeing you sidelines next week for 7 on the Sidelines.
Should be a great game against the Bills. Look forward to it, Josh. Safe travels.
Thanks, he's the best right there. In case anyone was wondering, the Patriots will play at the New York Jets next week. We got to talk about the college level. And Mike, everyone talking about the cat at Hard Rock Stadium. Some even saying that was the best reception of the night. Hi, everybody. Welcome out live to Gillette Stadium. We like football so much, we're taking you up to midnight Eastern time here, talking about this Dolphins 17-16 win. And there's so much history and really connections between the Patriots and Dolphins. Head coach Brian Flores is one of them, and the same with Jason McCourty, the defensive back, spending his first time in the visitors' locker room at Gillette Stadium earlier this afternoon. And McCourty, a captain on this Dolphins team in his first year with the team, actually the oldest player at 34 years young, and he's still got the legs, the twin, feeling fresh to start the year.
Old guy, just had to show I can still run a little bit, was able to make the play. So, no, I can still run. I may not be able to change directions like I used to, like this guy over here, but straightforward, I can still go.
McCourty talking about Xavier Howard, and funny, when Tua Tagovailoa exited the post-game interview, he called McCourty coach. So we're going to dive into that relationship as the season goes on. Let's send it back inside the studio to our Mike DePasquale. Mike. Big finish time. Let's go overseas to Ireland. Semifinals of a big cricket tournament, and it's interrupted by a dog. The 4-legged friend runs all over the field, gets the ball, and oh yeah, he's not giving this one up. We are certainly the animal station here at Channel 7. Most importantly, the Dolphins get a huge road win, 17-16 over the Patriots right here at Gillette Stadium to start 2021. And they always say if you can get a big divisional road win, it almost counts as two. It is another divisional game next week. It is the home opener against the Buffalo Bills. That is a 1 p.m. kickoff. We will have 7 on the sidelines following that game, taking you all the way up until 5 o'clock. Drew Rosenhaus will join us. And, of course, a big thank you on behalf of Mike and Donovan. I'm Josh Moser. It's all the time we have tonight on Sports Extra. Have a great rest of your night and start to your week.